The infrastructure bill has something called a mileage tax buried very far into it. What is this going to mean for Uber and Lyft drivers as well as other gig workers that use their car? Hey everyone, my name is Chris and welcome to Real Rideshare Stories. And that mileage tax is kind of coming to light in a few different ways. But the big question that I've seen on many different Facebook groups is, what is this actually going to mean for drivers? What does it mean for gig workers? What does it mean for people who use their vehicles when they're driving and they're trying to make money? All right, so what you see on the screen is a picture that if you're part of Facebook, you may have seen it in different groups. It's been making the rounds in a few groups now, but we're going to put it out there and we're going to highlight it. So essentially, we're going to look at what the tax increases, the driving tax actually is. And it says it's a per mile user fee. It's estimated to be 8 cents per mile. I don't know where they got that from or any other information because I haven't come across that, but let's just go with that. And then it says amounts are going to vary depending on the vehicle. And if we do that 8 cents per mile, if you're driving 26,000 miles, that's going to equate to a $2,080 tax. Now, we do pay a tax when it comes to a gas tax. So every time you fill your tank, you're paying a tax on the gasoline that you buy. And that then is put into a fund for infrastructure projects. So your roads, bridges, different things like that. That's where the money comes from. As cars got better and more efficient, meaning better gas mileage, as cars are switching to electric vehicle and cutting out gas altogether, well, that fund is dwindling and getting smaller. And as prices rise when it comes to all these different things like steel, tar, stone, and they're all rising, then you can see the problem there. Now, the issue is how much this mileage tax is compared to a gas tax. Now, it's much more than what a gas tax would be, even in a car that doesn't get good gas mileage at all, like some big truck where you're getting poor gas mileage. It's still much less than what you would be paying when it came to something like this, when it came to a mileage tax. The big thing, though, is what does this mean on the last thing that they're saying? Amounts vary depending on vehicle, and how much will that actually reflect when driving on the Uber and Lyft platform, when driving on a gig platform and using your vehicle for monetary gain? Right now, we have IRS deductions. Will that remain the same? Will that change? How is that going to look? And the big thing is, how do you feel about this tax? How do you feel about having a mileage tax that has to be deducted on the amount that you drive and where you drive, how often, and all that good stuff? Do you think that's some sort of concern? Do you think that's fine? What are your thoughts? Comment below, let me know. If this actually goes through, if there becomes a mileage tax, as more information does become available, especially how it will affect certain drivers when out on the road, like Uber and Lyft and gig economy, I will post updates. But I just want to know what your thoughts are overall when it comes to this particular mileage tax and what they're talking about within the infrastructure bill. So sound off in the comments. All right, that's the end of the video. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell for notifications so you'll be notified every time a new video is uploaded. And as always, never drink and drive. Always tip your drivers, your delivery drivers, and your shoppers. We'll see you next time.